You go to Burger King, okay? You want your way. You go to Burger King. You walk up, and there's nobody there. There's just, and there's I almost said a teller, not a teller, a Junior King server guy. You know the Burger King. What do you call? You know, a burger slinger guy, the Burger King. Correct me later. But he's that guy. And there's another one standing right next to him, and both of them are not doing nothing. There ain't nobody in the joint except old lady over here chopping down on the burger, way over in the corner. She doesn't even know where she is. She's a Burger King. So you say, "Hot diggity dog, I'm gonna get my Whopper real quick." So you walk up, you approach the counter. The one guy gives the other guy a glance and a nod. The other guy just looks at both of you like this. And the first guy says, "Hello, sir. May I take your order, please?" Now, you know that ain't right. You know what's going on there, don't you? That means you ain't getting your burger anytime soon, because this is a shadow kind of a situation. You ever heard of a shadow? Shadow is the new guy. He shadows or walks everywhere that the guy who has already been doing it there for a long time, he just follows him around and just apes him. He raises his hand. But that's how you learn. That's also how you ain't going to get served very quick. Because everything that you're going to tell this guy, you're going to have to do it again. You're going to have to hear your order a couple times. Once by you, another time by you, and then a third time by one or more of these guys. You're going to tell them, "I want a double cheeseburger, no onions, extra pickles, slathered with mayo, and little shredded carrots. And a cup of ice water, please." I got something in my throat. Cup of ice water, please. That's free, right? And the shadow guy goes, and he looks at the other guy, and he says, "Yes, sir. A cup for ice. We gladly provide that at no charge for you, sir." Hot diggity dang. Oh, and glances at the other guy, says, "Watch this. Like, don't forget. Will there be anything else? Would you like some fries? Would you like to make that a meal? Would you like anything else that we look at have you seen our whole menu? We have a very large menu. There's a lot of things on there. Have you seen it all? You should really look at our whole menu, because our menu has changed. It doesn't look like that. But then this kid over here is trying to take it all in. He's like, and you change. Try to ask him fries, and ask him, yeah. And then right as that kid is looking real panicked, and the guy that has been talking to you so far is looking like he's got it under control, everything's going great, you are about to get rung up and get your food. That's when everything goes to hell. That's when he says, "Okay, Jeremy, you step right here and put in the customer's order, okay?" And Jeremy, you thought Jeremy looked scared before he walked up to that contraption with 187 buttons. Well, it wasn't my day. Now it's just a touchscreen. Kids have it so spoiled. In my day, I had a huge, like, imagine 72 chessboards all put together, all with different colors, all the same size, with no rhyme or reason whatsoever, with tiny little writing. And this button says DBLCHS. That's a double cheeseburger. And you look over here, and then you don't know what the hell any of that means. And by the time you get through 2 or 3 of those, you realize you didn't You didn't press the button for the double cheeseburger. That's what it was. Oh God, where was it? Where was that button? And he's just sweating bullets, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you're looking at that trainer guy. You're looking at your watch and you're like counting down 5 seconds. Are you gonna save him anytime today? You do know where that double cheeseburger button is, don't you, Chad? I don't have to say that. That's the great thing about being in a situation like that where you're the customer and they're in customer service and they're in low customer service. It's kind of neat. I mean, it sucks, but it's kind of cool because you can just look at them. You don't have to say the things that are on your mind. In fact, if I actually raised hell and said all that shit that I was telling you about, that I was thinking, condescending to the guy, telling him, can I have that button press anytime soon? I'd love to help you train this motherfucker, but I'm kind of getting hungry over here. I ain't ate since breakfast. Well, you can do that. There's a risk. There's a risk for that. There ain't no risk for just giving them. Excuse me, what was that? No, I did not want fries. Right, Chad? That's right, he didn't want fries. Okay, you're going to have to go in. You're going to have to go in and hit cancel. Okay? The cancel button is up here in the upper right to the left of the Baconator. You can go down 3, and then that's the cancel button. It says CCL. That's how you know it's cancel, okay? You hit CCL for cancel. You go over here to what you put in for him wrongly. You remember what that was? You remember what that was? Did we go over that? Do we remember? Do we remember? I got the fry. He didn't order no fry. You're going to be a manager soon. So, cancel the fry order for this customer so that he can eat. Why did you hit 3 buttons, Chad? Wanted to make sure it got canceled. Well, that's an A for the attitude. But you actually you made his order into a combo with extra large fries and his fries on the side. That's what you did. Make a combo. Fries. Extra fries on the side. He wanted 0 fries, Chad. You gave him 2 fries. Now what do you do? I hit cancel 4 times? Oh, if only it were that easy in the 80s. No. When you're able to do that, that'll be 20, 30 years in the future. When you're, I don't know, 30 or 40 years, my age or something like that, you'll have tools that'll do that for you. They'll think for you. Unfortunately, in 1983 Burger King, you're going to have to do some thinking. And I'm not always going to be here for you, Chad. I have to go in the back pretty soon, and I have to count the cup stock. And that's just for starters. Then, I have to look over all the timesheets, check the hours, get up, pour myself some free coffee, sit back down, rock in my chair, make it squeak like I'm doing something, until I hear one of you pipsqueaks go, can I get a manager? I need help, manager. I don't know what's the breath. Take my headphones off. Get up out of my squeaky chair. Come on. Walk up. And the kid says, could you just cancel it for me? Could you just cancel it for me really quick? Just really quick. He's been waiting a long time. I don't want to make him wait any longer. He's getting really mad. I don't want to make him. Could you just do it for me? Just real quick. Just this one time. I'll remember. I promise. I'll watch everything you do. Please, 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 please. Ain't that the most annoying shit you ever heard? God, I'm glad I was never a fucking fast food manager. So what does a manager do? Well, let's just make sure we have a common understanding of what a fast food store manager, what kind of a employment type of a situation that is. And those are really just bargain basement 2 words that I put together to get that thought out, and I am embarrassed. I would be embarrassed if I said that to Chad. Who's Chad, the manager? Or the kid? No, Chad's the manager. And the kid's name is Tobias. Chad and Tobias. Perfect. Let's see the little name tags right now. Could you please? I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry, Chad. I got your name wrong. I know. I'm trying really hard. I'm sorry. Could you just do it for me, please? Just cancel his order, and then put it in for me the right way. Just real quick. Yeah. Okay. Sure. What did he order? And then this kid looks at the customer like he has no idea what he ordered. And he just heard it. And that kind of thing could piss off a manager. If it happened about 183 times in a row over a period of like 6 or 8 months. Let's remember, a fast food manager. He only worked his way up from, like a bottom feeder of an ocean. He is like a few layers of silt and sediment up from the rock bottom feeder. He's several layers up. He's right up here. You can see it right about here. And this is where Tobias is. And Tobias kind of looks like a flounder struggling on the bottom of the ocean floor. The manager, what's his name? Chad? I like that. Chad looks down and he sees this flopping little dumbass fish, doesn't even know how to use his fins, and stirring up a whole bunch of silt and getting up everybody's eyes and just making a big mess and attracting attention and not getting shit done. And he looks down and he says, these new guys, I tell you, they get dumber every year. He's only been there like 6 years tops. They get dumber every year. That's what he tells us. He tells the general manager when he stops by for an hour every month to just kind of take a look around and jet. Chad. Yes, sir? How is that new person you hired? What was his name? Well, there's been a few of them, sir. Which one? The one that is stupid. The one that I see punching buttons. He will ruin the machine if he punches too many buttons. You realize this? How are you not training him properly? Do I have to train him? I can hurry. Is that your response? Sir, is that your real voice? You will never know this. You will never know where I'm from, or why I am actually here. You have seen the television show Breaking Bad? Gustavo Fring, you know him? Oh yeah, that's a great show. But this is nothing like that. Not at all. You understand me? Sure. So which new guy were you talking about? I want you to walk out there, to take 2 steps, and look at the counter. And you will see a young man with pimples, with the hat on, improperly letting hair pieces fall out over his eyes, clearly against corporate regulations. But I am lenient, man. I ignore this. But I can't ignore that the man, I doubt he has ever seen a button in his life. He thinks they must be punched, gouged, pressed. Is not in his vocabulary, do you know what I mean? We can't afford new equipment at this time. Do you understand that? Let me be more clear, in case you don't, because only a fast food store manager, not a GM. We at the corporate Burger King high elite, we feel that what we are bringing in from our Whoppers and our fries that nobody wants, they want all cancelled all the time. No upsells, no more money. I hate that. We feel that with the current budgets that we have available, we have to make a difficult choice. The choice is, do we buy all new machines? That would be nice. I would like that. How about the top of the line, indestructible machines that not even Tobias? Oh, that's the one you were talking about. Yes, him, yeah. That's him. He came to me. That not even Tobias, with all of his clawing little poking hands, could ever in a million years cause any of the new machines to go faulty. We can afford this. However, we cannot afford all new machines that are Tobias proof, and your salary. We must pick one or the other. It causes me to sweat even to talk about it, I imagine for you. So I leave it in your hands. What will it be? Chad? Yeah, that's it. I'm out. I quit. Send it to Tobias and maybe fewer buttons are in his future.